Hello game design students, I hope you're all doing very well. I am back here with another video in the turret behavior series. In the previous video, we set up so that our turret would shoot at our player. We made it so that our player can move around using the 8-direction behavior, but the point of our player sprite would follow the mouse, and then by clicking, we can shoot our very own player laser. Okay. Today, we're going to finish this up by adding a couple of animations and a couple of events to make it so that our player laser actually will destroy the turret itself. Okay. If you missed any of those other things, your game isn't functioning, go back and watch the other videos so you can review what we've been doing so far. Okay. First things first, let's go ahead and open up our turret. Okay. Click on it and double click. And what we're going to do is we're going to add in a second animation. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to add animation. I'm going to rename this animation to be explode. Does that work for everybody? Hopefully. Okay. Animation 1, I can rename and I can just call this turret. Okay. I think that would probably be the best way to do it, is have a turret animation and an explode animation. Let's go ahead and click on our explode animation. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our paintbrush to basically just draw like kind of an explosion in some ways. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw, I'm gonna make it small at first and get a little mix of oranges and reds and yellows. Okay, and then I'm going to go down here. We haven't done this before because we're just drawing our own explosion. Right click down here in the empty space and let's add a frame. Okay, let's click on frame 1 and let's do the same thing, but this time a little bigger. Okay, and some oranges and some yellows. This is very artistic. Okay, let's do another one. Let's add another frame, and this on frame 2 we're going to add even more red and more orange and more yellow. Okay, and draw kind of our explosion. All right, let's go ahead and let's preview. Okay. There you go. There's our explosion animation. Really good, really high quality. Okay. Now, we have our explosion animation with our turret. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my event sheet. Okay. And I need to add an event of when our player laser interacts or collides with our turret. So I'm going to go ahead and add an event. I'm going to select player laser. And I'm going to search for collision. I can just type in COLL, okay, and it gives me kind of everything I need. But right here under collisions, I want this one that says on collision with another object. I'm going to go ahead and double click that. The object I want it to collide with is the turret, okay? I'm going to click done. And then all I'm going to do is when the player laser collides with the turret, I'm going to add an action. I'm going to select the turret. And then right here, I don't have to scroll anywhere. I'm just going to set the animation to, and then in quotation marks, this is very important, in quotation marks, I need to type in explode, because that's the animation that will destroy the sprite. Okay. Now, will it destroy it by itself? No. Okay. I need to add another event, and I need to say turret, and I need to go to animations, and I need to go to on finished. Okay, so right here, on finished. And the animation that I want to finish is explode. And I don't have to type it in as long as I can see it here. I can double click. Okay, explode. Once the animation explode is finished, I want to add an action, turret, and I want to type in, I gotta spell it right, destroy. Okay, right there. And what this is going to do is when our player laser collides with the turret, it will set the animation to explode. Once the explode animation is finished, it will destroy the turret. So let's see what happens. There it is. Now it's gone. All right. Now our player character is all very lonely. All right. Let's go ahead and go to layout. And what we're going to do now is we can kind of zoom out. And we're going to select our turret. And if I can hold control, I can click and drag, and it will automatically make copies of the turret. Let's just make a few copies here. Okay. Let's go ahead and start this game. Let's see if it works. So there's one turret, there's 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got 2 for 1. Okay, and I've destroyed all the turrets. And you can see there's how that works. okay? Now, what you can also do, okay, like, for example, I think it's kind of interesting. Let's see if I can do it here. I think I can angle this. If I come down here, am I gonna be able to see it? I got 2 for 1. All right. I think I might be able to see it here. Okay. I get moving too fast. But this is kind of what I'm talking about. I need to be able to see both of these in the frame. But if I angle this correctly, okay, my bullet will go through and destroy multiple targets. If you don't want that happening, okay, all we have to do is go to event sheet, and when the player laser collides with the turret, we're gonna add an action. We're gonna go to player laser, and we're just gonna go to destroy. So it'll play the explode animation, and then it'll destroy the laser, okay? Me personally, I kind of think it's cool to be able to destroy multiple turrets at one. It kind of looks cool. So I'm not gonna put that in, but if you're in that boat, right, you can put that in there, okay? But that is how we can go ahead and do that to make those turrets destroyable, all right? Now, in this series, we're not going to get into actually how to create a health bar for our turret and how to create a heads-up display. We'll have another series of videos that does that. So for right now, if you want to make it so there's a player character can be hit by a bullet and destroyed, you would just follow the exact same kind of events and layouts that we did for this, but you do it with the laser and the player sprite instead. Me personally, I'm just going to leave it at this. I've shown you guys how to create a background, create sprites, image points, projectiles, how to use the turret behavior, how to acquire a target, how to add in the mouse, how to make your player move towards the mouse and face the mouse, how to fire, how to destroy, animate, okay? This has been a very productive game. I hope this has been a great one for you. If you really like this turret behavior and the way to make this game, man, take this and run with it. Put in some creative sprites, make it a bigger level, add in some other things. I think there's a lot of potential here to make some cool stuff for the games. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.